Hey folks, Captain Mark here from Kins Landing Sport Fishing. It is Tuesday, September 5th. It is about 6:30 p.m. I'm on the water and I want to bring you guys a bit of a different report. So I've only been out in the water for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, not even, probably an hour and a half. And I want to share what I'm seeing right now because it's not great, but I want to give you a bit of a sense of what I would do if I was to come out and see these conditions. So if you check the temperature maps for Lake Ontario right now, you can typically Google that, you would find that the water in close to the North Shore is pretty cold, and then you got to get out further. What's interesting though, that those temperature maps are surface. What's interesting is the surface is not cold. The temperature maps are actually wrong, but they're kind of right. And what I mean by that is, you know, from leaving the marina, I was just cruising, going really quite slow, messing around with my electronics, doing some testing, and I decided, I might as well chuck 1 or 2 rods down. I was seeing anywhere from 72, well, maybe flip that, 68 to 72 on the surface, everywhere from 40 feet of water right out to as deep as I got, which was 280 feet of water. Here's the problem though, guys. It is ice cold once you get down 20, 25 feet. Like we're talking, I was seeing temperatures of 41 degrees in 80, 90 feet down 25 feet. It is really ice cold. I think I've been out for an hour and a half. I think I marked 1 fish. Like I said, I got out to 280. I'm going back in because I came out to do a few bits and pieces on the boat. Figured might as well throw some rods out and cruise back. The other interesting thing, the currents today are crazy. The currents are, I'm going to say probably a southwesterly current, but then you got some wind coming from the south. So as I'm trolling out south, my kicker was barely running, and I was still doing 2.5, 2.6. At one point I wanted to slow myself down for one of my diver depth tests I was doing. I had to throw my 2 huge trolling bags in that I use when I'm trolling on the main, just to get my kicker down to 2.2 miles an hour when I was trolling straight south. So lots of current, lots of wind today. Hard to get the boat slow, but really cold water. So here's what I would do when I'm faced with this situation. You troll out. You got to start finding warmer water. The North Shore is iced out. I was talking to someone earlier that I know. It sounds like Brawny was iced out on Sunday as well. So I start talking to different people I know in the lake, trying to get a sense of what's going on across the North Shore. Now, what I'm going to share with you, the tip I'm giving you right now, this is to catch silverfish. If you're sitting there in one of the catch stagers are probably going to be in front of the creek mouth still, but that's not the purpose of what I came out for. Here at Bluffers, we don't get a really big stager bite. You got to remember, we stock about 40,000 fish out of Bluffers. Lots of those fish are caught throughout the season, so our stager bite's really quite small when they do show up. So for me, I'm trolling out trying to see what's going on. But yeah, that's the deal. So I spoke to someone else today at Olmsted of Ashe Bridges, similar situation, trolled out probably for about 6 or 7 hours. I don't even think they got a bite today, and they trolled as deep as 300 and change. So my guidance for anyone right now is, if you want to go out and catch silverfish, rainbows, cohos, 2-year-old kings, you're probably not going to do it in the North Shore unless you decide to go deep. And when I mean deep, I probably mean closer to 400 plus feet, which means the first thing I do is you got to check your conditions. You got to check your winds, you got to check your waves, you got to pick your days. Even myself today, I'm out on my own, automatic life jackets on, I've got my locator beacon in my pocket just in case something bad happens. You got to be careful, guys. But that'd be my advice for you right now. If you want to fish the North Shore, talking Bluffers, Ashe Bridges, I think you're probably going to go deeper right now to get some silverfish, but I don't think 300, even 350 is going to cut it. I think you got to go way out. That being said, if you want to fish for stagers, I'm hearing reports that there's stagers in front of Brawny, in front of Port Credit, hearing good things out of Oshawa, Bowmanville. Sounds like there's stagers around. If you want to deal with stagers, put up with their finickiness, it sounds like they're there. But anyways, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Like, the conditions are not great in the North Shore. That being said, there's a lot of current, there's a lot of wind. A lot of current and there's some wind. I could see that shifting and changing these temperatures in a matter of 4 or 5 days. I wouldn't be surprised if it warms up by the weekend. but you just don't know. Anyways, that's what's going on in the lake right now. I don't know if I call this a report. It's less about where to catch fish, it's where not to catch fish right now. Ice water, 20, 25, 35 feet down, everywhere from 40 feet all the way to 280, where I've stopped, and now I'm just gonna putt in. Like I said, I wasn't really out here for the purpose of fishing. I was doing a bunch of testing, playing with my electronics tonight, and it's time to go in. Anyways, good luck, folks. Hope you do get out. If you do, though, be safe out there. Talk to you later. Bye.